kunjani lapho ndoda?
Yeah, maduna.
Unjani?
Hayi akufani bafo yazi.
Hey.
Umkhuhlane bowuthi ufuna ukudila ngami but insimbi angigobeki.
Awugobeki. Hey, lo mkhuhlane uthatha ama-chance. Lo wenzani?
Uthatha ama-chance.
Umzimba confused mfethu. Kunini phela wena uhlalile lapha eNew York?
Umzimba jo angisho bengihlala ngihamba ngamashoti kada ngikhohliwe ukuthi ngibuya kala kufanele ngikhohle.
Ukhohle ukuthi ose-South Africa manje. Ujwayelele yasama ya lapha eNew York.
Ngithe nje nangiphume o-ara ngiyengeza umoya uthi hello.
Ukuthi usangikhumbula mina.
Exactly.
But it's good that at least manje so sharp. I think we're happy to hear. Okay, so Sansa, I think we just hit the ground running. So for the people who don't know who Sunny Boy is, you know, we know you from Sunny Boy. Now you're Sunny Guy, Sunny Daddy. Well, you know, how would you, introduce yourself to them?
Wow. You know, like I'm a questions like I'm a questions or what like even if I had sent you like a question, like give me like a questionnaire, like I would still like be kind of like stuck. Stuck.
No, yes. This question very yes, stuck is about.
Yeah, but Usani Boy wakamtimunye. I'm the only child. And Kulele Esekuna Beguyim no mama pela. So yeah. And like yeah, as much as I had a lot of friends, but like really out in there too much. Like if you don't know. School when outing is Shalela na manet, nothing in it. Like no, it's manet
Okay. When you started to manet.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's not like too much judgmental, you know. Now, Lomenales the soccer. It's like, hey, when I was painting, like all those things. So, like, I would try to, like, you know what, avoid those things, and then if allow Okona good to Kona now, like, it was expressed as a person, you know.
So, Jacob, when it was just you and your mother, did you ever have a relationship with your dad, or do you know him?
Yeah. But like he was that guy. My dad, he was passive. Like funny enough, like no maso kuluma. So, and then I'll be the only one, like from my youngest age, ever I'm kware actually come back. You know, so the only relationship we had, it was that, or like nang funu drive ikari akangafuni, and then ngithi nakavaila esipanini ngifundise, and then like my cousin umbali uzothavakashile ithi mbali ngikuthengela amaswiti ungasho ukuthi senzeni umbali ebusuku awuputi uputi 30 veni Yo, I thought like the first time, like the time with the Lizong clap and he just like stood up, chat his Kia, Pumelanga Panda, thing like that. I know already mangere with the takers keep hand. By Siapuma song, Ingenekarini, if the carry, and then I find his Kia. I find as again. I think again I was there. I died in my boys. Yeah.
I imagine one I today so chapele mutwili.
Yo, I'm getting shy grand, like observe everything. You shy perfect. That's okay. Next time, that was that was.
No, that is very interesting. So imagine this childhood, Jacob. You were with both your mother and your father in the same house.
Yeah.
In that environment. Is your dad still alive right now?
No. He's passed on.
Oh,
like
okay.
May his soul rest in peace. Yeah.
Oh, okay. When was that? How far back?
2006, I think. 2006.
Yeah. Okay. Already, but so parts we industry then.
Industry like industry in 2004.
Okay, so figure out.
Yeah.
So figure out. I know I'm just I want us to build this picture very nicely, so that, because I know a lot of people are very interested in your journey, because I remember that 2004 era and Sasepis Nabofani and all of that. But But I want to just touch on your relationship with your mother, because knowing you, I know how close you are with her. But how was your relationship with your mother as a young boy?
Yeah, man, it was always awesome, like the way it is now, like if not even better, like now. Okay. Already very strict, but like not that strict. So like uzong allow but as long as by the time Kanye Apple then so like even like I think being a man that I am, because in everything, like no problem, like my old no so yeah, and you know, like I would get also like advices from her, like yeah, we're so close, man, because like I think even though discovering my talent, like my mom actually played a role in that.
Okay, how did that happen?
In the okay, akafuna ukuthi ngiloke ngivaya like nama crowd around. Okay. So indwana vele khulele esontweni. So and church lam, like from IPHC, everyone knows you. Like we've got service Wednesday, and then we've got a service also like Friday, and then Saturday in Sabata, you know. Then Ngabo Sunday, like it's practice, you know. So nokuthi ngafuna ukuthi like, you know what, in practice only lam stress. Let me just go esontweni, but like let me get something as on keeper like interested like or invested like a church cost. Kwamanje, it's not like like I'm just going, you know. So get to the church, like try okay, my activities are mine, like and then now I'm and then apparently to like isekunda, as you know, like it's a pesal. So by that time apparently to like bringing amachita awazi. Okay. So umfundisi wethu wacela like because epesala amachita khona adlalayo bo abhayanyana. Okay. And then acela ukuthi okay ngicela ukuthi ngiboleke abanye abafana, and then thina soba thumezela transport izobalanda sizobafida, and then bazokhona ukuthi bafundise nalabo abangapha. Okay. So yeah, before now zifunda zakayikhona bazifundisayo la ebranchini yethu. Okay. Mina I go to umfundisi alone. Rev Khumalo bengisacela ifavor yini mfana mfuna bengisacela ukuthi every time nakuphuma isonto, because anginayo igatari, ngicela ukuthi ngithathe yona le gatari yasesontweni ngihambe nayo ekhaya ngiyopractice. But every day before i-service, an hour before, izobe i-clean isuliwe for ukuthi bazoyisebenzisa la esontweni. Umfundisi athi okay, now that's cool. Yeah, that's how I ngithatha igatari nangifika ngipractice nengoma zasesontweni lalela uJimmy Dlula. So nangikhule ekhaya like ngikhulele emkhukhwini, you know. Yeah. So I didn't even have like electricity. So what I would do, because it was an electric guitar, I'll take guitars and then just push it against the camera again. So that's how I would get the sound and then amplify my guitar with me. Yo. Yeah, so vele uyiqala kanjalo vele lokhu uyibeke sekeni. Yep. Even Netonium, I think developed before ngiyizwa isound ngiyidlala on the amp. MP. Yeah. Yes. I think that's the you know ngokuqala nje I did ngicabanga manje nje ubuyisho ukuthi yeah, I'm sure inga amplifyeka. You know, but I never knew that system ukuthi it is possible to actually make it a bit bigger. So now that Nyafunda Kanje, who are the people? Do you still remember the people that were then brought to your church that were now teaching you guys how to play? Zona lengoma zasesontweni. I don't remember iloganje ama ibongo zabo, but I remember ebekadlala lead guitar bekubhuti. And then uMichael bekadlala iloganje keyboard and also bass. Okay. Yeah, like And then like let's just cut like even church lam, you know, like it's Mpatanga driven.
Yes.
So even keyboard like cool so
Makatari.
it's like you've got like 3 guitars there, and then and then percussion and then drums.
That's it.
And then that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just cut you guys are playing for hours. You don't just play like, you know, with our
hours,
churches.
man, like I don't know, you guys like 3 hours.
5 songs.
Come on. I think like if ever begin something like 10,000 hours, a reason to just cut you. Because like Minnesota, like I think 10,000 hours me before I reached my 21st birthday.
Yeah, just a song.
Just doing a church. It was happening. Like I would come like sometimes Monday, maybe William Kidin from Ejovek as headquarters. Hey, I'll come back. He's telling me please like you know, like that fun. Like man. Hey, but yeah, it's fun. Even now, mind you, but you know now I can't be like hogging the guitar like that much, because now the young ones like I'm like I got like, you know, the chance, and then I was given the chance. So now it's time for this other kids, you know, do their thing.
So when do you remember the first time you played with a band? Okay, because now I was asking about the people that that taught you, you know, that came to teach you guys. It's a cool. Do you remember, you know, the first time you now played with a band, that you were playing with?
You know, like first SO20, it was actually them, the guys, you know. There was this other service, I think like they had like a breakdown, so they were late. Yeah, SO20. Okay. So even nalabo mama batula bebangekho. So umpriest nanga lapha ufuna ukuvula inkonzo. So my mom jumped wathatha into kanje microphone. Yeah, acula vele him ekuvulwa ngayo service. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, akekho dlalayo, like, you know, but here's the guitar there. Yeah. So like that service yavulwa yimi no mama. So yeah, when the guys came through like badlala, low lead guitars angafuna ukuthatha lead guitar, wathatha ilo kanje i-rhythm guitar, and then the band iyaqhubeka like, okay, no dlala nathi, like now you can play. So even from that time, because I wasn't the part of the guys who were being taught by these guys. So all of a sudden, this guy is asking me, Dota ulo uhleli lapha ngihlupha umuntu la ngizama ukumfundisa wena uzibambele this thing. Because I remember, because ngayi tuna ngendlebe ne. I had made B, is it B? Yeah, the second string. Ngasenza flat. So like layout imangela ukuthi every time nangiqhubeka ngidlala ngiyaphezulu, positioning yam, it's not the normal. Same. Yeah, actually, it's like amnikezele guitar nakayithatha no fanele ibe la. Okay, next week ngizobuya sengiyicheckile ke ukuthi le fanele ibe.
And how old are you at this time?
I was like 14, 15. Yeah.
I don't know. And I mean, for a person who started late, I mean, you really caught up quickly. So I think Linda really did help. Yeah,
it helped a lot, man. Yeah.
10,000 hours.
You know, sometimes nangifuna ukuba modest, like like if I don't want to say no, I'm a self-taught.
Yeah, no.
Like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, Italian thing will guy away, but also like that wisdom would isn't, you know, up until now, as much as now I can teach someone or saying I understand a guitar. I can't look at you now something I don't see anything. It's like
it's like you're blind,
yeah, I actually have to come behind you if ever I'm from the positioning, or just listen to the sound, and then I would know exactly what to do.
So now your move to Johannesburg, how did that come about?
It was okay. It had happened with usually no the successor then ulokanjo ubab MG bekathanda ukuthi like afune ukuthi ngidlale, you know. So I would come like isikhathi esibhaya, and then ngathi nangibhala ngiyibhalile imetric yami, and then before even phuma results nani I was already decided, and then it was like, you know what, India zonke izinto enginazo actually une-room wena, you can come stay with me. So then the late Ubaba Maslela, he offered, because abafana bakhe besikhule sonke besihlala sonke even nasesontweni, was like yena uhlala la kwaThemba. So like no boys, ungahlupheki, abafana wena unespanish esibhaya, abafana beze bazohlala lapha kimi plotini, and then space is enough. And like futhi ngizokhona ukuthi ngibakhona ukubabheka bonke. So that's how I came, and then ngahlala eLokanje Springs. No Reverend Maslela. And then athi okay, since uphasile sharp via ndoda ke uyofuna isikolo ofuna ukuthi ungangena kiso. All right, go to Joburg and try iLokanje ndawo ngatholi isikolo. And now, you know, like how our parents are, like, you know, noma ungathanda something, but no, I would tell you something also
fall back on. Yeah.
So at the same time, I'm on this notion, okay, angikona sekhaya, like, you know, like as much as my parents, like my guidance, but like angizange ngokuthi ngizohlupha yini, I must just appreciate whatever. So I went to Springs College, and then I enrolled for Human Resource Management. Did it in N4, N5. But this thing, like, now it's busy.
Yeah, glue.
Like, this thing, your music, you know. It's something now, like, it's nice. And then mind just from explore now. Like, I want to check other music. I want to check other genres. Hey, Sunnyboy, Naziti N6. Yeah, Begu January. I attended the first week. Second week, man. Look at my just saying acoustic. I end up now. Yeah. So I end up I end up not even attending now my classes. And then Langzo attend a corner, maybe like a testing. You know what? Futa namahloni. Nhlula umuntu ohlala ahleli negatar lapha esihlahleni, but nangena zobhala itest la uyaphasa. Mina ngiyafeyila lo attend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't need this.
Yeah.
Ngizoyenza lento ngendlela yami. Bambi guide. Joburg. Ngithi vets, bangitshela ngabo classic man, nama registration akhona, it's too much. I don't have that money. Ended up SJC. Nangibabuza ukuthi i-registration how much? Nangithi iyaphelela, and then nemali yami ye-guide ukuthi ngibuyele Springs iyaphelela. And for i-guide for a whole month, ngiyakhona ukuthi ngi-attend the class.
Yeah.
It's registration. So ekuseni ngiphuma ngathi nge-Springs College bayangidropa because bebasitropa ngekhaya.
Mawufika eSprings uyagibela.
Springs guide. This was the CJC. Second day, nangifika, or third day, sengregister there, you know, like I'm a student, so music, by ensemble. Spanish as ukuthi enye intwana bathi buya eMpumalanga, like idlala iGatar, ile ntwana le ngathi yadlala.
Yeah.
Spanish ufuna manje kuzwa ukuthi ubani. Spanish manje akasa attend CJC. I think yena bese kaqedile or something.
Okay.
Spanish ngakusasa nakafika uthola ukuthi sesiyajeva the Spanish. Everyone like now usisa uyangena like the late sisa lesikhathi Mr. Sopazi
ilekhara. Yeah.
Uyabona ukuthi intwana I understand le way awusuke kancane angena awusesiyajema nosisa. That's longest jeva, so sisa vele athi on my ensemble class sengina i-guitarist. So ngisayofuna manje who else now engizomfaka ensemble yami.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
right.
Uyafika wena esikoleni?
Ngiyazifikela esikoleni mina ngifuna ukuthi ngifunde how to read this thing.
Yeah.
SJC, to tell the honest truth, like long story short, you spend 2 weeks. Because the first week, Yeah, I live at corner, and then I got to have like at least one class, the master himself who Begi Khoza.
Yeah.
So nangifika ku Mr. Khoza, athi okay uyafunda ngithi ayi akufunda ngikwazi ba. Athi ukudlala uyadlala ngithi ukudlala like ngiyakwazi ukudlala. Athi right ngizokutshengisa ke ngokufunda wona nani. Ake sidlale nje just scale. So I used to just use these three fingers, So I was like, no. Kufanele usebenzise zoyi-4. Nas. So he only just showed me different, like pattings, like go. And then what he just jam anything. Aha. Insimbi iyari. Mina leso sikhathi sengithi no. Ngicela ungifundise something.
Yeah.
No, right.
Yeah.
Okay, manje sengizodlala ama-chords mina.
Yeah.
Wabambila ngisho. Wena sokudlala isolo. Awu. Lo baba lo ngiyeke. Second week lawa amanye ama-class we-history nani ayangibhora ngibuyele esihlahleni futhi. Usibusiso Nkwanyane athi ejo uThandisa bathi unama-audition eKipisi. Let's go. No. What I mean, I'm here to learn. Audition. No, I see your audition. We just want to see. We are one of my audition. We are convinced.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, yeah, I've never been. Like, so it will be nice to see with how do they run them. Now go city bus. Namachita veles vayas my name. In Utah, let's figure keep this good like about 500 musicians. Hey, okay, I mean, anginakile ngiloko ngijabula nokudibana nabantu, lalela ukuthi bakhuluma ngayo. Nkwanyane ugijimile kada ubhalise igama.
Hey, bathot.
Leso sikhathi uyile out engekho outspoken, uthulile nani. So by the time music amalam, so now they are grouping because amachita baya as bands, you know what, practice the hlala song. Which ngize nomaduna da angiyodlala nomaduna. Maduna ngoba idrama uyoba namadrama kada. The guitarist this side, so on. Bang the Sunnyboy team, yeah, him. Oh yeah, in my life one day. Nini sesathu isithombe kodwa ngifuna explain mara manje angikhona
uyasaba
but ima ngapha sizokubiza nasesifuna futhi okay ngiyangena manje okay sekuloke kubizwa one by one. Let's figure stage. It's like okay, no, anyone can just play anything, jam anything. Truly mina ngingazigenge kokuqala la angizibhalisanga nokuzibhalisa ngizithola stage understand kanjani. Iqale athe wani piano lezi ezinye azi-understand manje sengichazela idrama ukuthi igroove ila zibhekile le ama-touch ayibambi igroove i-bass player ayiyiza ukuthi kuphi ngidecide ukudlala i-bass line for i-bass player. Bass player ayibambi line sebayachubekile nami ngizingenele nge-routine but okay stop. But I nina nonke ngiyehla wena ugita usale lapho and then they kept on like calling other people man. Sengibona isikhathi mina igayile yaphela. Ngiyaphuma ngithi hey bafethu sengilate and istimela zabe. Uzofika kusasa angazi bafethu ngesikolweni kusasa ngine class ngiphume. Then I think like the guy who was running it downtown and igalo then like it was a white guy, I forgot his name. He comes to me quickly outside. Hey Sunny, come here. Joe, kusasa ngesikolweni but angimind ukuthi ngiyeza after class but anginanyo yokuzwakala. That guy gave me $100.
Yo.
But kusasa uzwakala. I'm not saying bakuthethe but so far since it's like ilanga lonke like you one of the best like is shortlisted. And then the rest is history. So, and then I end up on CJC.
Sorry, man.
Because registration already that second week in Asahamba, so Nasangeni Klasin. sengisaba ukuthi bazothi abangabhedalanga ke imali now school fees banga-attend ama-class because now I don't know how to ukuthi ngiyofika kanjani ngibacele eSprings ukuthi kufuneka more money ngizothi imali yami because baze eSprings bona bacedile kanti for i-registration I had used imali ebebaloyo bangipha ukuthi i-pocket money yami so ngiye ngazibhadalela ngale pocket money so now sekunzima ukuthi ngiyocela ukuthi esikolweni phela kufanele ngiqhubeke.
So manje Sunnyboy, this is how you now get this gig Gathandiswa, and this is now your first major gig basically outside of church. So suka wena esontweni uqala ngomazwayi. And then now when you start this, I'm sure you are starting with big gigs. It's not because I remember that era when you guys were together there, because I used to be in the same church, no fun in club. So we're playing together. So I mean, he was always gone. Always
that
gone.
Thing, it was so overwhelming, man. Like, you know, like, okay, now saying uzigama lakho libizwa kwa FM nakhona uzwanga uzwa abantu bayakufonela endlini asizwe igama lakho kwa FM uyi-guitarist yakathandiswa okay next thing seyafonela igalo asidivane downtown studio Monday ngo-10 okay sesina now music now ama-200 ngizobuya kusasa ngiqale i-razor okay you see everything is just happening so fast okay and rehearsal this week ilonke because next week nge-14 zakaMarch niyaperforma ku-YFM live okay boom yabona zonke izinto zavele
fast
within like 3 months sengizibona I'm out of the country okay
And how was that experience?
Who had never been on a plane like mind you like everything that I've like experienced it's something new like in Kale, like without my career probably maybe ngabe khani ngibele plane namhlanje or having fun maybe Escom like retraining exactly
I mean there's so many questions that I want to ask at the back of what you're giving us. What like how is that experience now? I mean because already you've given us a contract like ukuthi ukhula kanjani. You know, from the Sunnyboy that used to play and amplify now you are playing music at the highest level. How did that happen? How did that feel? Like flyer, you know, how was it not too much? I mean, now you're dealing with like padiums, now you're dealing with like chicken or beef, you know, now you're dealing now you're dealing chicken or beef, now you're, you know, extended breakfast, now I mean the hotel. The bed is like, you know, proper, you know. And
I think
how was that? How's the adjustment?
I think mostly like what made it Uguti Ingabi that scary as much as it was overwhelming. It was that it 10 instead of me like really like concentrating on that or being like yo thank you my flight nana give me there was that like relief Uguti. At least things are converting to my old lady. My old lady, I got in with the IO7s in my kitchen up until like I had to name. You get me? So like that first thing you're going to nigeza ipedia mina bengicanga ukuthi umholo wami and then ngisazongaya i-1.5 nethi imali yegig. To me it's like you know like angicabanga ukuthi kufanele ngiyospenda too much. Ngicabanga ukuthi already last week bekastressa ngokuthi ibhanji lami and then naye sembatha se-church siyashota you know like my old lady nazi izinto iba right and then it was now okay now I'm more curious now like you know what instead ukuthi ngizenze usiyazi just because sengiye angiyeke right ngifuna ukuzisondeza kula ma-fruitman adlalayo so that I can get you know the learning going even if ngeke class because that's the best way ngizofunda ngakhona I only to find that ukuthi I nami nginalekazi lokuthi ubukhulumani bayangincane so it's like okay like ngivele ngakhula fast so noma ngihleli nabo aba feel like ukuthi le ntwana le asikhona ukukhuluma lezi zinto nani I'm just there chilling. I'm like a shadow every time. Up until when I decided so ucabangani Sunnyboy and then I'd say my mind and then keep quiet again.
Yeah.
I just want to hear like their life, and then what, you know, also that like what they really regret by NC them like by end. So
yeah.
I would try to avoid such. But like when it's cut, so what you man just saying cooler, like let me experience that for myself, and I'd go and do. But this is cut. By the time I do it, send some kind of a background, you know, like I'm not just doing it like loosely. And then it's what it's sinking in. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, very intriguing. I want to also talk about how do you then transition? Because I mean, you still work with Thandiso, but you worked with so many other people also. You know, I remember you working a lot with Jabba, you know, with Dukes, you know, the whole hip hop scene around that time, and I mean, Liquid Deep, and all of these things were happening, you know, in the midst of Thandiso being busy. It was not like Thandiso was not busy; she was also busy, but you were able to get all these other gigs. How did you then balance, you know, all of these things? Was there no conflict, you know, now that you are very busy, you know, and I mean, you're working so nicely with Thandiso, you know, she's given you this big opportunity, you know, and now, boom, now you are, you know, what happened when you were not available?
Yo, man, like, you know, like, yo, there were so many conflicts, dude. Like, I remember that, like, just from working with Thandiso, from just few gigs, like most like caught attention I'm artist by. Like once working with Thandiso, then ngapha no Dora like yangibiza because or like angazi guitarist yakhe bengekho available. So la uThandiso nganamagig khona, I would go to those people because I don't have a contract no Thandiso, but ngiyazi ukuthi ngipart of iband yakhe. But also like have that thing ukuthi guys, you know, officially I'm a band member yaka Thandiso. So if ever gigs our clash, it's cool, I'll do it.
Yeah,
it's nice now. Saitala that thing, and then but you know yourself. But let the gigs start rolling now. But like I think in everything that had happened, like I'm a mistakes and when zile or nalang bengasi my mistakes or I'm con on playing you. In the bengihlala ngiyenza ukuthi I know ukuthi mina ngisuke ngi-honest, so noma bangakhuluma kanjani, but the guy ongibizile or the main artist uyaz and uya understand nokuthi eyethu relationship benjani. And then go be like go mara i1 ngithi i1, but I told you ukuthi reality ikuphi wena, unless ungazama ukuthi ungitholele iflight then mina ngizothi nangisuka la gijime ngeflight and then I'll make it for your gig. So I used to play that raba.
That's the right word. Oh, raba, you just you're trying to balance things.
Also on your side, you're trying to build your profile, but at the same time you want to do all these gigs because you enjoy this music. Because mina bengatati a gig just because a gig. I would go there because I enjoy the music, or I feel like me playing in that band, I'm gonna gain a lot, or I'm gonna gain some experience. Or even I would love to actually play Nala Machita because I love the way they are thinking. They are thinking out of the box. But so I think this isn't just try unique. As much as in when we playing Yakoiso, and then this is what I love about it, playing. I'm gonna try then to find myself in that playing of yours. If we in the same group with Lalin, mina ngizoyidlala kanjani because nasijive ngokufana singayizwa ngokufana beat. So that sort of like helped me, you know, like to be myself.
Tell me, what motivates you to, you know, to approach music the way you approach it? Because the reason why I'm asking this is I think you've played a lot of different genres. I mean, one of my favorite things you've done is Keke's album. I mean, that DVD recording, I was there. I was there in that DVD recording, and I'd love to talk about it because I mean that thing was just amazing for me to witness because I was in the audience watching, and I mean I couldn't believe my ears. You know, when I was sitting there listening to all of you guys play that thing, you know, no Spanish, no Elwin.
It was a blessing, man. Also, like playing with those group of guys, the synergy, like off stage, off rehearsal, like everywhere. You know, like that's what I love. You know, like I'm phone me go a project in just in J or base a project in and then base then in that way you're not gonna get the best of everyone.
Sure.
But if ever like you know like genuinely out and we are in playing come on, man. Like
everyone
who's saying that
skill is puma song.
Nalezongazicelanga sivele zizele uNkulunkulu vele athi bonus
just because the vibe environment is nice.
Exactly.
Oh man, that thing was amazing. That thing was amazing, and I've seen so many other things that you guys have been doing and you have been doing, you know. But I'm very interested in understanding your thought process when it comes to music, you know, because I mean you played house at the highest level, you've played hip hop, you know, at the highest level, you've played gospel at the highest level, you know, basically generally you've played most genres, you know, at the highest level. How did you then prepare yourself? Was it deliberate? Were you preparing yourself for all these genres, or you just genuinely love all these genres?
I think it's a bit of both, because number one, I didn't wanna when I was studying and then now seeing Gucci, this is actually gonna be my career. I didn't wanna be a guitarist on Patanga or a guitarist rock. I wanted to be a guitarist.
Yeah.
So that even if when you ask me like what type of music, I'm like music.
Yeah.
Any type of music. Yeah. So that then like also like in a way, you know, influenced me like shifting Uguti. And like even if rock or maybe let me just explore the one that I love. Like if ever it's just classic rock or it's just like, you know, metal or just alternative rock, let me dive deeper. You know, again, you check it, like, you know, and then good classic, if I turn, I think check it, classic. And then the thing, you know, that's how like I would keep myself interested in everything. House music, I think people, it disco, it disco is fine because I love funk. Then I've got a reference for it disco. Let me just go on deep house, you know, and that's where you find the deep house, like it goes like tribal, like it feels like zongeles in the, and then I'm like, oh. Yeah, this is where I am, you know. So I think that's what like sort of like made me or kept me like do that. But also like doing those gigs, I knew that I was gonna gather enough about the music and know more, like not just being Uguti, whatever that I know, what I've checked is right. No. Because now I get to get a chance to sit with like a house producer, like who's never produced gospel or anything, but like now, yo,
charging a speed.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's that like, and then so everything was just like from that, like, you know.
Yeah, basically exposing yourself to all of these genres. But also, I remember coming to your house in Midrand. I think Beiza no Kodi sang, and I can't remember what was happening, but we were basically around you know, and you were playing music. You had the amp on, the guitar on the whole time. You know, we are talking, but you're busy jamming to the music that's playing. Was that like how you practiced? Were you just playing with everything that was playing? Is that like a thing you did all the time?
That's how I actually practice, because Dobang said clearly, it's like, okay, if I want to practice or listen to something, I need to listen to something that like I really want to learn something from, like not just enjoy pen. And then so if like I would put like, okay, now look check like new tricks like on this my piano sound. Then like I like bona abamajida lawa like alalela yona kakhulu ilo kanje. Dude, can you just give me a nice playlist nje for like hour 30 minutes or a 2-hour set, and then ukuthi nangihlele endlini like I just listen to that. So me listening, and then also like here's my amp, the guitar is on here playing, you get to get like new feel and new melodies, you know.
And also another thing that I saw you do a lot of is the thing of playing with DJs. Was that also deliberate? Was it your way of learning, you know, these genres? You know, did you go to them? Did they come to you? How did that happen? Like you playing with DJs everywhere?
You know, the DJs were like how it started. Okay, like I think prior even me playing with Liquid Dip, how it started. I had decided that okay, like sometimes, you know, Sundays like amachila say chisanyama, and then sometimes you don't even have a gig. So instead of me like just not doing anything, let me try this thing, because like I had like that dream of like also doing like that dance music. Then I hadn't done anything. Like I had only just done amaloganja sessions, nabo speakiri, like you know. Kalawa, like kakhulu sessions benginokwenza eKalawa. And then now bese ngicala uKofi, I think I had done like the first session no Kofi before even I worked in Otul. So I'm like, you know what, out here I'm DJ Lutz udlala khona, like then like I said shisanyama khona, but people they know it like shisanyama mid-trend manje sekuyisikole la. So I'll chill there like and play Nama DJs like and then it was also a way for me to check, is this gonna work, man? So as we went on, like we ended up like having people from Cape Town fly a special for Sunday, and then they'll fly back Monday. Okay, this thing actually works, you know. Then now this side I started working with your Liquid Deep, and then me also working with them, like I'd ask a favor, your Razor, no making is Liquid Deep, you know, cause lapa like budget. Like, do you mind, my man? Like you been a set now, like just a 2-hour set. So now I then started to call the DJs like that I work with, and then I was able to bring them there. Then it was also just like a way of starting like another relationship, you know, like because then Kalawa, I had worked Nama Legends before, like I started working Naboma Police. But now those were the scenes like Ebehlala Stivana Con, and then sometimes so Tinakvala Shisanyama 11. They're like, hey Joe, Siadala like a banana. Do you mind coming jamming with us? And then I'll go jam now. And then early hours in the mornings, like Joe, we've got this like track, Joe, do you mind? Like I'm like, yo, I'm a musician. Where is the studio? Like, no, it costs corner like mid-range. I'm like, yeah,
I see it.
And then, you know, that's how I like also started working with them. And then with Utkulo, contest, that song corner. I don't think food initially were busy for you. So we used to play the bootleg corner. I like guitar. So every time night like somehow this melody used to like just haunt me. So come one day Utkulo ungicela ukuthi ngizofaka ilo kanje ama guitars kunguwelo like that track ayenze noThandiswa. Ucomplaina ukuthi hey uThandiswa uthi this song is quite empty for her, like there's not much happening, and then akacabanga ukuthi bayi-release manje. So I'm like, okay, cool. Ubani ucilile uthi Thandiswa, okay. UThandiswa, I can understand. Like,
sure.
Get to the studio. It's just me, not two. When the show we think okay, sure. Set up. I died in Guelo. So after like, I mean, I love before or whatever you feel like just to get like what is it like you as a producer? What do you want? What are you looking for? I should no, just anything, but as long as he African. But cool. 15 minutes, I'm done with Nguwelo.
That's it.
He's like, yeah, this is the one. So 15 minutes, I'm done with the session. He's like, Ocho, before Uko, kuna le ngoma yami lena ngiyengezwa bathini, you know, we push up a bit then. Kudlala no contest. Uthi kuna something ongayenza. Okay, vula just a line. I'll just do one take. And then
just like that.
Yeah, one take. Before I hear a call from Kofi. Hey Joe,
yeah.
Yes. Well done.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool, sharp. Like there's in 20 minutes. I'm a session.
But you've been playing that thing for long hours. You know, at clubs and all of these other places, Ekaya, you know, so now it's 20 minutes, but you know, you've been preparing for it for a long time.
Thank you.
No, my brother. Hey, but now question what then inspired you to change sounds now? Because I mean, based on what you're saying, it would feel like the most logical album you would make is a house album, you know, because of all these things that you've been doing now. I mean, you've been going to clubs, you've accumulated so much knowledge in that world. What then now moves you from this sound to the Afro jazz album that you made? Well, it's a dope album also, you know, but I'm just trying to understand with all the networking, the works, all of these things that you've done, why didn't you maximize there? You know, I mean, you already knew venues, DJs, the whole value chain now. Yeah, what moves you to this side?
You know, the funny thing is that, like, I actually started that side.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Even that album, like the way I did it, like it was so funny. I remember Arcady was here, like doing a show at Sun City.
Yeah.
So we went there, so Nas Puma a concert in. I'm like, dude, uhlala la next to him, and angnaso mini studio kwamanje. Do you mind ukuthi ngiboleke, because nenzo music bantu so ngapha nihlale nisema office in every day.
Yeah, so, I think I'm
in the studio emini, because I'm chilling at the house. I'm not doing anything if I'm not doing rehearsals. So
yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. No. There. And that's how I made Lady Play. Because Ingo maybe is not getting horned.
Yeah.
So now all these connections, Zenzega already Lady Play. But I knew that's the side of me that's always gonna be there.
Okay.
But obviously, that's not Sunny Boy. Like the guitar guru doesn't end there. Like, I've got like many side of me.
Yes.
So I also wanna show all those sides, because I believe like every genre, like there's a certain things, like even if you can show all the emotions in every genre, but like there's a certain like specific emotion that you are able to grab when you are doing a certain genre. You get so I also want to capture that, because you know we've got something on the pipeline, no Munyu Baba, so we're doing a production. It's called Imbizo, you know. Imbizo, people should look out for that.
Yeah.
So like you see, like initiative like Obolo and Imbizo, they help me with. I don't really have to have like album new one. But if ever I've got like about doing productions and then also use those other networks that I've come across along the way, then I believe Guti Bazo is a Leo side pretty nice.
Okay, so basically, no, that's the so basically your idea is to use and document everything that you want to document. So Sunny Boy's album is dealing more with the Afro jazz, those kind of vibes, and then there'll be other projects that. So are you ever going to work on a gospel thing? Because I mean, the gospel thing was strong. Do you ever think about it, or you feel like
it's always there? And the way ingakhona ne angifuni kuyiphaphela.
Okay.
Like angifuni ukuthi as much as I'm a producer myself, I don't want to limit myself. Like when it comes to Yona, I actually want to explore to the fullest. Ngifuna ukuthi nangizokwenza ingoma enobuza yona phakathi. Like ngenze sure ukuthi ngisebenza like with the best zabazayona. Even the vocalists, you know, and then because it's just gonna be, you know, the album guitarist, you know. Maybe if I could sing, it was gonna be different, but it's still gonna be different because that's how I sing.
Yeah.
Guitar, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the voice. Yeah,
like it's that. Like ngifuna nokuthi nangisebenza ngathi ngibiza uJoseph. Then nangithola opinion ngithola uThabethe or ngithola uMthethwa, you know. Abantu abasebenza ngayo this thing. Ngathi man ngiyayazi ngikhulekile and then ngiyayazi. No. Nangizodlala like umbhaqanga wase IPHC. Ngiyazi ukuthi ngiyolanda vele igagaba zakho, you know.
Hey, ngoba iyakhala lapho.
You know. And the guys who are like mostly abanokudlala ama-horns kuJoya Celebration, they are also from my church, so they also understand that side of the like that gospel, you know. But Yona, iyadingeka maybe angifuni ukuyibekela isikhathi.
Ungayibekela isikhathi. I just wanted to know if it was in your plans, you know, because
it's there.
Yeah, because I think most of us have witnessed you in many different hats, you know, and it is amazing how you've been able to, you know, interchange them, you know. And I mean, you were at the top of all of these genres, nowhere just at the bottom. It was always like things that were, you know, making noise in the industry. And I mean, there's so many guitarists that I know that are very vocal about how inspirational you were, you know, to their journey, that looked up to you, still look up to you. How does that make you feel to know that there's so many people who are actually in the industry currently, you know, working on very big projects, who have a admiration for your work?
Leo, man, it's one of the best gifts ever, man, because it humbles you. It like sometimes I feel even teary, man, like just to see like how they give me like a respect, like abanye banga believe with it. That's how much I actually respect them, because now I get to learn from them as well. Like now I get inspired by them, you know. Like I'm like, look at Tabang Sifako, Billy Munama, your Fatso, AMG, your Tepo Muloi, Paseka, your the list, man, like Africa, New York, but you know, that's what it makes me feel like it's like grateful, man, and also happy with like I've done something, or I've inspired someone to actually do good or do something like that's worth doing with their life, you know? Because music is life, you know.
Yeah, no, very, very inspirational, very inspirational. So I want to talk a little bit about the industry, the South African music industry. Do you think that we are, you know, the industry is open enough to new ideas, or do you think that everyone is being channeled to following a certain trend?
I think it's we are being channeled, man. We were never free. I think Nati last figure corner. Like there are a lot of boundaries as as keep it to a certain level. So if we don't do anything about it, like Sizotola sinking in, that Ian Joe, because for instance, there's nothing wrong when a new style or like a new thing comes and then everyone wants to jump on it. But now singing as if music manje so evolving, this is the only thing now so in the next coming decade. You get there are a lot of like I feel as talented producers, even instrumentalists, who now ngabe manje ba change easily game just yombaqanga or Afro pop. But now even if noma banawo lawo ma ideas la bawasakhona baya shut down. No, don't this thing I sebenzi zami piano nya. Yeah, like izinto ezibhaya when amaduna siyavalelwa. But the only way to actually like udile nalawo ma shackles or lawo ma pain la my chain ukuthi wena ube serious entweni oyenzayo and then upushe what you believe ukuthi like izospan noma bangaba i-million bathi wenzani manje do that awazi kusasa bona laba ba-million yiba bazofuna ukukunikeza imali back.
Exactly and everyone is going to be potentially following your thing. So
exactly.
So we're drawing to an end. I also want to know, Guti, what is your dream for the industry?
You know, laba abaphumelelayo baf. Bayeke ukuba so man.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
We can do so much more, and sometimes we feel ukuthi ntwana so yenzile 5 meter yakho, but if ever uthi ungavele wenze times 4 or times 5 leyo lo kanje.
Yeah.
And nalento ukuthi abantu bagodle information, man. Come on, if ever una something uyabona intwana ine potential, intombazanyana ine potential, nceda loyo mntwana and uye ukufuna ukungena emaphentini wakhe just ukuthi uzomnceda. Ubona italent ungaboni lento le, like zibhaye izinto ezimoshakele like kule industry, like I think and I feel ukuthi kufanele siz address and then sizilungise, then in that way kuzoba khona inqubekela phambili, because I feel like nami as a new musician kuzoba nzima ukuthi like umntwana ngimvumele 100% ukuthi abe da, because I've seen what those predators do, nalama pedophiles, you know. But anyway, lento le talent led, like it's up to us to see protect and protect and umuntu onjalo kufanele avezwe kuphela.
Yeah. Pele, yeah. Fancy mix pose. Yeah. Labantu abafuna ungena emaphentini.
Uyaphi enkomeni yomntana? Yeah, ngikhombe umntana ulethi inkombe ezi11.
Yeah. Bese uyashada kahle. Uyekelele. I know ngiyakuzwa wena manje ukhuluma nje Hotman. Okay. So, my very last question. So if you were to go back to your 14-year-old self, you know, 13, 12, when you were starting out, what advice would you give yourself as Sunnyboy?
But I don't think that's much. I don't know. Okay, bengathi like Sunnyboy, like aqhubeke like the way angakhona, but angazivaleli too much. Like I feel like kunzima even nabantu abangazi, you're not like umuntu wakhona are good in terms of reading people, you know, or how they behave, or you know, I think I'm too closed up, man. It makes it also difficult for even abantu abaclose like him, because they don't know which Sunnyboy they gonna get. I think I'll tell him like be free more, man, be outspoken. Like you know, I only became outspoken sing Mdala, but Nakona I can see with not that much. Nakona I become like this, nang nabantu like uncomfortable now. But if ever totally I'm just gonna be that guy who's hlekelelayo.
Lohlala namanets. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. No, it's quite interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting, that whole thing. So that's the advice you give yourself is that
yeah, illegal pen.
You know, mfethu. Siyabonga Sansa. Sunnyboy. We finally did this interview. We finally did this interview.
And we were supposed to do it in Sesengali.
Sase New York, Kabang.
Catalyst amahle ningikolele hle.
I know siyakolela because at least we finally did it.
Awa ningilibalele sithokoze namandebele nonke nirehe sithokoze.
Danko siyabonga mfowethu.
Hola bafo.